Good morning, traders. All right, high and tight, opening up on real close to all-time highs here, folks. This is starting to be the common theme here. All right, first thing we're going to point out, we're in narrow range. We need 13 points of range expansion to be outside the narrowest range of the last 7 days. If we go down here, let's take a look at it first before we dive into anything else. We need we need 13 points of range expansion to be outside the narrowest range of the last 7 days, which was yesterday. Sorry, I had to answer a question here. All right, so what we're looking at is yesterday's range was 26.75. We're at 14.75. So what we need is 12. What is that, 12? 7, 14, 15. So we need 12 points of range expansion to be outside the narrowest range of the last 7 days. But let's take a look at where we're at here, folks. We are high and tight, sitting at all-time highs as we come into the morning session here. We've got an hour and a half till the market opens. Anything can happen. We've got Jerome Powell speaking today. Okay, Tuesday, 10 a.m. All hands on deck. And it's really the only news that we have. That is the only catalyst that we have today. Ooh, excuse me. Tomorrow morning we've got wholesale inventories, and then the 10-year note at 1 p.m. Thursday is the all anticipated CPI and jobless claims. That's what we'll be waiting for. And then there's the 30-year bond auction at 1 p.m. That's Thursday. Friday, we've got the PPI final demand. Right. So now the first thing I want to point out, very low volume. We are way under. We are 40% of the volume that we should have. Right now, when we come in, it should be about 180 to 210,000 contracts. We are at 96. Very low volume. Now, what does that mean? Okay, normally most people think that when we have a low volume environment, it's amazing how I start talking and I got to yawn every freaking 30 seconds when I just, sorry guys, I'm wide awake. I got 8 hours of sleep. I actually slept past my alarm that didn't exist. I'm not sure how that happened, but what we have is high and tight here. What most people think of when we're at very low volume is people think that we are going to chop sideways. Okay, that's true some of the time. The rest of the time, it's going to pick a low volume directional rotation. It's going to pick a direction and it's going to go in that direction on low volume. Okay, we need 12 points to get outside the narrowest range. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. High and tight, baby. High and tight. After this move right here, I don't know why I'm yawning. Oh, it's starting to irritate me. Because every time I'm about to say something, it just, oh, hey, Rev, why don't you open your mouth like a freaking chicken? Right here was the catalyst. This reversal bar said it all. Pinprick, reversal, bull 180, ignition, go. And it has not stopped yet. So if we come back in, first place we're looking would be something around here. Roughly the 5590s. Boy, nothing worse than watching me yawn, huh? It's awesome. All right, no, so that's the 4-hour. Let's go ahead in the 15-minute. Just sideways chop, folks. Sideways chop. Let's watch the 15-minute Keltner channels until we break range or structure. 15-minute Keltner channels are going to be a guide, right? So if we get down here, we'll be looking to see if it reverses and does it give us something on the 2-minute chart. All right, so now let's look at our volume profile. Here's the 15-minute volume profile. Instructions on how to put it together are coming for you over in the Market Flow Trader, and then they're going to be brought over to the new website. We'll have that for you here soon. First thing we want to do is look at the P shape. All right, so P shape, what does this tell us? Everybody type it in. P shape means what? Over the last 3 weeks, what has P shape done? Over the last month, every time we've had a P shape, what does it do? Correct. Okay, there's your answer. Trade with me. All right, so what we're watching is we're watching them come fill these gaps in down here at 32, 28, and then anything below that. Let's go ahead and blow it up. All right, so what are we looking for if we start to slide? Well, VPOC here. Look at it. Look at that. Look at yesterday's VPOC. Slight skew right, but we're at a higher price, right? So are they absorbing the supply? Well, we're definitely going to be watching the 30 area. 29 is VAH of yesterday. So we're watching here. We're watching here. Definitely watching right here because not only is it yesterday's VPOC, which is the mode. Okay, mode. VPOC. Mode, right? It also lines up with Friday's high, right? So skewed right distribution says they're going to sell it on the opening bell. If they don't sell it, shorts are in trouble. Okay, that's the information we've got out of there. We've got our lower levels that we're going to watch. Good. The best way to learn how to use volume profile is to Google stats 201. That's the best way to learn how to use the volume profile. Stats 201. All right, let's go ahead and take that off the chart. Let's go ahead and dive into, before we get into the Mancinis, let's take a look at what we're actually trading here. Okay, what we see here is high and tight on the 15-minute, and it has not consolidated into or back into a new position one. Look at this. Initial position one was on July 2nd at the close, and it has done nothing but rip since then. Here's the initial position one. So now what we're waiting for is either this thing's going to come back and these are going to close together. This is the 15-minute kiss chart. Or we're going to go, this is tough. This is tough up here. There's no or. Okay. We are so late to this move, folks. This makes me nervous. This makes me nervous on any long that we're going to take. Okay, not the feeling of nervousness, not this, right? But cautious in the fact that look how stretched out we are. Sideways is the game right now. All right. So if sideways is the game on the 15-minute, we're definitely looking at the 2-minute. So let's pull up the 2-minute kiss chart. Then we're going to dive into the Mancinis. I'll show you how to use the Mancinis in just a second here. All right. So what we're looking at is sideways price action. So we only want to be looking at these levels. That's where we want to trade, to and from those levels. So how would we trade it? Well, what we have to do is we have to wait for our initial position one to execute. Now, we're going to throw a wrench in this thing. We can only execute in between, because we're the narrowest range of the last 7 days, we can only execute between the Keltner channels. Between the Keltner channels. I'm going to say it one more time. We can only execute between the Keltner channels in initial position one. Today has a filter of a filter of a filter of a filter. Okay, we are filtering this out so far that if you were to put the water in your Brita cup, in your Brita filter, it's going to drip out. You're going to put a whole bucket of it of the water in the top of the filter, and you're going to go, why is there nothing coming out of the bottom of this filter? And then it's going to go drip. Oh, there's water coming out of it. Is my charcoal filter clogged? No, it's filtering. Today's the day that it's going to drip out of the bottom of your water filter. If you expect it to drip further than it's dripping, talking about the water coming out of your charcoal filter, okay, you're going to break it. I know it sounds weird, but you have to understand, most of you that are not successful yet in trading, what you're trying to do is you're trying to filter in. You're trying to filter in, not out. A filter is used to remove. Okay. If you want to filter in, that's called additive. Okay. That's the opposite of filter. On narrow range Keltner days, we use position 1 on the initial move on the 2-minute chart only. That's it. So if you look through here, you see all these cool moves, right? Then you go, oh, but my KISS chart didn't give me permission to execute. Oh, I had to wait. I wasn't able to take the trades. That's okay, folks. If you get 2 trades today, you are a god. Okay? Well, you'd be a demigod, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get the Mancinis out of the way. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a trip over to the old X files, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to find Mr. Adam Mancini. Let me show you his profile. Adam Mancini 4. If it doesn't say this, it is not the real Adam Mancini. He has 186,000 followers. If it doesn't say that, it's not the real Adam Mancini. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take a look at his newest post. What Adam Mancini does is he lays out the technical analysis 101 for us. We don't have to do any of the work. What we're going to do is we're going to take these levels that he has right here. These are the same levels as yesterday. And we're going to plot them I put them on my 15-minute chart. And I'm going to use them as pivots, just like you would use pivots, daily pivots. These are much more accurate. Instead of it just being a mathematical calculation that's just random on the board, we're going to put stuff that actually has structure, context, and content. The way that we're going to look at these levels is just like on Starsky and Hutch, right? They go and meet Snoop Dogg's character, Huggy Bear, right? And what does Huggy Bear say? Hey, Fuzz, y'all the fuzz. Huggy Bear going to lay it out so y'all can play it out. That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the levels that you see here on my 15-minute chart, and I'm going to trade to and from those levels. All right. So I'll just do it real quick here. We've got 24. Okay. So they're all the same levels, right? So we've got classic post rally chop and ES as warned. It did start with a nice rally, though. We are now up 130 points from Tuesday's 56.06 long. He meant 55.06. Targets today were 32, 37, 48. Okay, so they've got 32, 37. So now he's expecting 48 to hit, as warned all day. Just trail runners until the dip comes. 56.11 to 24 equals pure chop to keep upside live. We dip below 56.11. All right, so what I'm going to do is there's a couple. So I have to cut it. There's actually a little bit that we have to put in here. So all of those levels that he has on here, and I will just put them back up here for you. All of these levels here, 32, 37, 48, 11, 24 are the numbers that we're going to put on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transpose those into levels. Now I'm going to label these levels 240709. And the reason I'm putting on, I want to know exactly what we're putting on there. Why does that not look right? as we warned all day. Just trail runners until the dip comes. No. $11 to $24. Well, that actually did not copy right. That didn't work at all. That's okay. I don't know what happened. Ninja Trader glitched completely and removed all that. So, all right. So I'm going to put that back in there. So what I do is I label. I must have used yesterday's. Okay. So anyway, what I'm going to do, what I do is I label all of these. So therefore I know if I click on these lines, I know what they are. I know what they're from. I guess I labeled all of mine yesterday, tomorrow, today's date. That's okay. So then we've got 24 and 11. All right. So now I'm going to show you how to use them here in just a second once I get through the clerical mishap that I like to deal with. I'll show you in just a second how I use it. I dated everything yesterday. That's the wrong date. All right. So what I do is, so here's a perfect example. So here is 5605 and it's, as you can see, it's blue. Blue is my current levels. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from blue, and I have a template. Okay. And I'm going to make it prior. Now the reason I leave these on here, so now it's green. So 5605. The reason I leave it here is I want to know what his prior levels were. And let's say in about 2 hours, he comes up and he puts in another tweet. And let's say that he puts 5605 back in there. Well, all I'll do is I'll just open up my template and I'll change it back to current. Okay. I always want to know why the level is there. What's the context in the level? All right. So that's the Mancini's. Now the way that I'm going to use the Mancini's, I'll show you. This is the important part of it. So what he said was 24 to 11 is chop. So we're above 24 and 11. 11, 24. So his targets are 32, 37, and 48. We're at 37. So now, is it 32 or 48 from 37? We don't know the answer. Okay. We don't, just because it goes 3 points above 37 doesn't mean that 37 is broken. Not at all. Matter of fact, this actually looks like a triple top. It looks like we're about to go down because we're in the P-shaped profile. It looks like they are distributing. Skewed right profile is distribution. Take trading out of the whole entire thing. Skewed right profile equals distribution. If you turn your head to the left 90 degrees, that is a distribution curve. It doesn't matter what we think about this. What is actually happening is distribution. Now, how does it move from the distribution? Well, we want to use the Mancini levels as our rails or our guide rails for if and when this moves away from this P-shaped profile. All right, and that's how we use the Mancini's. Okay, so now what we're looking for today, Jerome Powell at 10 a.m. That's it. Jerome Powell at 10 a.m. What we're waiting for, what we're watching, and this is what we do every single day, we are waiting for first position, initial first position on the 2-minute chart. So here's what it looks like. Here's the initial first position short, first position long, But we have a quagmire. We have a rule that slows us down. The rule is it has to be a first position move. All right, watch this, watch this, watch this. To or from a Keltner channel. You guys in this short? So there's actually a short right now. Oh, this is perfect. Are you guys in the short? You guys short? The whole room should be short. It's actually one of the first shorts we've had. I'm not in it. Obviously, I was monologuing, but there's the trade, folks. All right, okay. So to answer, how do we trail? Right, that's what you and your coach talk about. Your coach will show you exactly how to do it. Because and the reason I'm saying that is every single trader is different, right? And trailing is the creative side of your brain. Let your coach show you how to tap the creative side of your brain. There's your target, folks. There's your target at 34.75. All of you should be starting to take profit here. This will probably be the only trade we'll have for a couple hours. Yeah, bottom. There's your target, everybody. Great job if you took it. Who took it? There we go. We got some traders that are paying attention. Great job, guys. You have been filled at 34.75. Now, Rob has a good point of 32 has a volume gap in it. Okay. They're hunting 32. Now, wait, I want to remind you again. P-shaped profile. Yesterday when we were talking about it, you know exactly what happened. Okay, so that's the dagger or the rapier in the side of the longs, of the late longs. Okay. All right. We've got everybody set up. Okay, so now there's nothing I could do here besides wait. I can't do anything besides wait. Trade's already fired off. I can't just enter again. That's funny. There's actually another trade firing. No, there's no way. Nope, I'm not taking it. I would have taken the 36.50, but I'm not going to take this one. No way. Nope. All right, so I'm on the sidelines. I'm just waiting for the next rotation. And all we're doing is waiting for first position on the 2-minute chart and executing on the candlesticks. That's it. Might not have even gotten filled on that. If you look at waiting for the bar to close, yeah, there might not even been a real an actual entry there. There's a trade. There might not be an entry. The bar, it doesn't come back up and fill you. So we wait. we got one word for that. We got one word for that, everybody, and it's next. Ooh, that 34.75 lines right up with your lower Keltner there. Okay, I'm on the sidelines waiting, everybody. Here's lower Keltner. Here's where you start taking profit if you haven't yet. In at 36. Let's go, baby. I like it. All right, I'll let that one slide. Since you're cussing at the market, I'll let that one slide. Okay, we do not have news until 10 a.m. Let's make sure we are locked in on that. Not Michael Barr at 9:15. Okay, and then Powell at 10 a.m. will be testifying, and then that's it. Got a 3-year note, a 1-year note, 1-year bill. I like it. There's 75 of you here before 08:30 hours. Wait till there's 3,000 people here before 08:30 hours. This, folks, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Keep it going. Keep it going. This is the way. Okay, you guys need to be with somebody that actually knows what the hell they're talking about, right? So don't be searching the internet, finding somebody that just started trading and you want to watch his journey. Don't do that, right? That's not going to help you, right? That damn internet. That damn internet's. Okay, I'm going to step away for just a minute while we're on Lower Keltner. Folks, there is no way that I can take a trade here. You're only exiting the trades if you have them, okay? Yeah, the P profile. P profile says be careful up here on the long side. Right in that lower Keltner. Let me ride that lower. Let me ride that lower. Let me ride that lower Keltner. Let me ride it. Let it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. Nothing to do. I step away. We're at lower Keltner. I come back. We're at lower Keltner. Good. Why did Twitter give me the wrong Mancini? That was really weird. Where's his new? Why am I not? Wow, that was really weird. Here's the new Mancini. Let me get the levels updated. I apologize. Plan. Nothing to do but ride runners until we dip. 56, 26 to 30 equals support to keep 42, 52 live. If 26 fails, we dip to 56, 15. Yeah, that sounds more like a plan. What was Twitter giving me yesterday or just a minute ago? Okay, so here's what we're looking for. Let me show you. These are the numbers that we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on my 2-minute chart. Watch this. Okay, click it once, F12, click it again, Control V, enter, boom. Okay, now I've got them on my chart. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back to the levels that I showed you, and I'm going to transpose 26, 30, 42, 52, 26, 15. I'm going to put those as the pivot levels on my chart. All right? If that clarifies, all right? If that helps you out. That clarifies what I was just doing earlier, but with the wrong numbers. It's okay. It's okay. As Elijah says, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're right. It is okay. Like when I get frustrated with my technology, something very simple, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so 26 to 30. So we're going to remove the all right, so let me show you. Okay, so let's bring this in. I'm left-handed, so I want it on the left-hand side. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have 32 here as a number. 32 is not a number today. 30 is the number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my template. I'm going to make it prior. It's going to turn it green or chartreuse. All right, so 32. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to add a 30. Make sure it's at 30. And we're going to put those notes in there. Now I know what this level is and why and when. All right, so then I'm just going to do that for the rest of these numbers and levels that are right here in gray. Now here's the deal. I don't subscribe to his newsletter. I don't subscribe to his Substack. I'm not going to give his paid for information out as if it's something that I want people to pay me for. That's not how business works. I'm going to use what he puts out for free to the rest of the world to my advantage. That's the difference, okay? Okay. I'm all bookkeeped in. Record keeping is current. Let's go, Lexi. Wow, Lexi, you nailed the bottom. Damn. Nice. Let's go. Lexi's done. Yeah. Let's get that. Great job, Lexi. Good morning, everyone. All right, the settings for the Keltner channel 20, 2.5, and 0. Keltner channel settings 20, 2.5, and 0. Let me show you the key to this whole thing. We remove the Keltner channels. Watch this. You go to the daily chart, put an ATR of 1. See? Put an ATR of 1. So therefore, it tells you the range for the day. When we are the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days, we leave the 2-minute Keltner channels on. When this green line becomes larger than this green line, we will remove the Keltner channels. Until then, they are our rails, our guide rails, right? And if we go back, we can see it. Now, the way that we play it is we wait for position 1, 2, or from the Keltners, right? So let's look at the last trade around 8:18 a.m. Look at right here. Not just on this chart. Okay, but on this chart too. Got 5 minutes to my favorite time of the morning, folks. I have a freshly uncracked, frosty, caffeinated beverage ready to crack open and have a cheers with you. Every morning at 9 a.m., what we're going to do is we're going to do this little social gathering thing, and we're gonna shake the hand of the person to the left of us. We're going to shake the hand of the person to the right of us. We're going to introduce ourselves, say hi. We're going to welcome you to the committee, to the community, the committee of traders. Everybody, please make sure your live button is red on YouTube. It's saying that I have an error in the video. It's not giving me enough video. I don't know how that's possible. Okay, don't forget to get on the waiting list here. The content is almost complete for the site. We're finishing up the filming and the last part of the curriculum. Yep, we got 3 minutes till cheers, Rob. I know you live in the future, but the rest of us have 3 minutes. You know, it's funny. About 20 minutes ago, I was outside of my office, right? See, inside my office, it's 8:57 a.m. Okay, but if I walk outside my office, it's 5:57 a.m. And I looked at I don't know if it was a clock. I looked at the clock or my phone or something like that, and I didn't realize it was 5 o'clock in the morning still. I'm all fired up, running around, hooting and hollering. Lexi, you know that you can take all those labels off your chart, right? You want me to show you how? Lexi, watch this. Okay, see how we have the label up here? Watch this. Right click, indicators. Okay, go to your Keltner. Okay, go to the one that's on it. See where it says label right here? Watch this. Okay, coming up on Upper Keltner from Lower Keltner, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody smash that like button. Thank you for reminding me. One minute, 30 seconds. So my favorite time of the morning. It is needed. I do too. I sip. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to my favorite time of the morning. We're almost back at VWAP. VWAP. What is our VPOC? 38. So if we look at the P-shaped profile, what do they do when it comes back into it? Okay, everybody, it's my favorite time in the morning. Go ahead and get your mochas, your matchas, your yerba mates. Oh, I have one of those in the fridge. I might try that soon. Let's see. Go ahead and get your caffeinated beverages, your decaf beverages, your coffee, Americanos, espressos. Let's go ahead and get them up in the air, folks. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's bad. That reminds me of what I used to drink when I was drinking. Cheers, everybody. Introduce yourself if you're new. Say hi. This is a very friendly community. This is where we get to ask the questions that help us succeed. Not only do we call banger trades. Well, we don't call any trades. Not only do we trade a banger system that everyone can duplicate. I explain how it's done. I explain what I'm seeing in the market. 26 years of me staring at this stuff. I've been staring at the ES since 2010. I've been staring at the futures markets since 2006. Well, we got lots of people that have delay. Yeah, so it says such viewers will experience buffering. I'm working on it right now. One thing, make sure that it won't that it's not on 1.2, 1.5 times speed. Yeah, hold on guys, it's on my side. There. Okay, it went away. Okay, now it says excellent condition. Now hit the live button. Yeah, I was getting some yellow banner across my thing here. Okay, we're at Upper Keltner. Nothing I can do, folks. Nothing I can do. Good morning, Camilo. Yeah, it's saying that it's on my side. It says YouTube is not getting enough video. Okay, we're coming back into the VPOC here, folks. We're filling in this P-shaped profile, right? So now let's think about the strategy of this here. What if the P fails and it rips higher? Who's trapped? Who has to convert? Who has to reverse? Who has to get in? Who has to get out? What? Okay, and then let's look at the other side. What if we come up into the P and it fails again? Right. So those are the or the third scenario. We just stay here and build it out. Those are the three options. Through the P holds, build the P out. Who is stuck in each scenario? How do we play it? That's what we're looking at. Yeah, if you think about it, you don't need to see what I'm sharing with you guys in high def. You don't need 4K. You don't need 1080. I'm sending it out as I want to say up to 2160 is what my camera is. Oh, it's switching back and forth. I see it. Yeah, it's giving me an error every. Yeah, it should be good now. That's a lot of green bars. I'll say it. That's a lot of green bars right back into the VWAP. Yeah, it's glitching again. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can eliminate. I don't have anything different on my side. Upper Keltner, make sure you've taken profit if you were long. Yeah, everybody just bear with the stream, please. Ooh. I got a sweet upload speed of 15. Let's go. All right, we're in the chop session here, chop zone. Look at how Upper Keltner held it just to the tick. Wow. Now, I want to remind you what we said earlier. Watch the 15-minute Keltner channel. Bink. Our 15-minute fractal shifted right here. The 8 EMA crossed the 20 downwards after a large move up. Now, I'm not expecting it to go much below 32. Now, the reason I say 32, let me show you. There is a 15 right here. It's scary when it touches it and then runs, right? Because you wait for the breakdown or the failed breakdown. That's why we like to see it break down and then reclaim and then push. Because if not, we're just sitting there waiting for the reclaim for the FBD reclaim. I can't trade here because we're at VWAP. Now we're at Upper Keltner. Well, yes, sir, we are, Rob. Let me tell you the best feeling in trading. Waiting for the trade for your trade to come to you, then executing. Patiently waiting, sniffing out all of the weakness, and then executing exactly when you're supposed to, even if it takes 3.5 hours. The lack of patience kills most traders. It killed me for years. Years. All right, everybody. What we're going to do is we're going to start a new stream. Give us when this stream goes dead, just wait for the new link to come through. Everybody that's in here, we apologize if for any inconvenience, but it's saying that YouTube is not getting video. So what we're going to do is we're going to restart the stream. Bear with us. It might be a different link. We will let you know here in the next minute or two what we're doing. Give us 1 second. As for now, we're going to leave it just like this until we flip. So everybody bear with us, okay? I don't know what's going on. It's giving us this weird, let me just show you what it's doing here. See this?